Hey, what up, nerds?
Hello and
Hello.
happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. How's everyone doing?
How are you guys? Come real. Hello and Lucas, welcome on in. We got Christoph, Erin, and
Hello. Happy Sunday, nerds. What you nerds up to? Beast, hello.
and Louise. Hello. Lucas, finally I'll never miss the stream. This is excellent.
Welcome on
Excellent.
in. It's a pleasure to have you, and we
Thank
appreciate
you.
your company.
Thank you, Geeking Out, for that fart.
Hey,
And hello.
Gale. I mean, hello.
Covered in maca hair. Yeah.
Watching two lovely nerds. It's been a while. Yeah. How's it going, Christoph? Hope everything's well. Ain't got enough points for any farts yet.
You'll get there.
Keyword yet.
Exactly.
Right. It is Sunday. It is time for game dev. Just made a little post on the blue skis.
On the blue ski, I did see it and I liked it and I.
Oh my
blue
god,
skied
Selini, thank you so much for liking it.
it. But of course.
If anyone wants to check it out, it's just a little video of the before and after from our game jam prototype to the current state. Fun, pretty fun. Lance. Hello.
Nice. Well done.
Jinx.
Happy Sunday, farts. Happy Sunday.
Have I shared Umblight stuff here? I don't think so. We've seen Umblight, yeah, and you showed your new Unity version and how that was looking. Yeah. Right. So today, I believe Selena's gonna keep working on this little area of the map.
But first, I need to clean my glasses because there's some.
Fair enough.
There's some dirt.
And I am gonna try to make it so that the survivors, at the moment when they reach the safe zone, they just poof out of existence. Gonna try and make it so that they actually walk into.
Now that we've got the
safe
fancy
zone.
fade,
Yeah, the void.
the void, we've got the actual void now.
Sent a newer clip in stream chat. Cool. Let's check it out. Always down for seeing your guys' progress. 100%. Okay, I should be able to do this.
I feel like I need to store my glasses cloth safer than I do right now. I'm just spreading maca hair around.
What? There we go. Look at that. Look at that Christoph shader magic. That looks wild. Oh, the birds. Oh, that looks cool.
And I love it because it really does give Inscription vibes.
Yeah. It's super unique looking.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me. There's a Godot streamer on Twitch. They're doing this FPS game where you can go like to the other side of the ocean. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I can't remember the name of the game. It's Ocean something or something Ocean. Anyway, it also has a bunch of this like shader magic look, and it just makes the game look so distinct from the vast majority of games, which I think is a really cool asset, you know? It looks really good.
We got a little question from Jason. What's been the biggest hurdle from the switch to 2.5D so far, from dev side to the art side?
The biggest hurdle. I mean, the mashup between like actual 2D assets and 3D models has been interesting. Eventually we were able to kind of bring it together so they feel like they belong with one another, but you really have to make sure that your art is on point so that your models don't feel like they're a part of a different game than your 2D sprites. That was definitely something to figure out. And then the other is the maths, the added maths in the third dimension, like, you know, vectors and velocities. It took me a little bit to kind of get more comfortable with that. I'm still not exactly comfortable with it, but
yeah,
it's been an interesting learning experience.
And I would say for me, really, it's been learning 3D. And yeah, I've now been working with Blender for a bit, making some of the 3D assets in the game, and that's been very challenging because it is something new that I'd never done before. So that would say that's the biggest. And then aside from that, determining what is 3D and what is 2D.
Right.
I think we've got a good thing going.
Yeah, like, I guess this is a good example. We could have made the dumpster fully 2D. We could have.
Well, we're probably gonna do the lid 2D plane.
Yeah.
Right.
You just kind of gotta experiment, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said your sketch is super adorable.
Oh,
your little scene there. Thank you, Aoi. I'm honestly not sure why it looks better, but the new version just does. I think the art, it definitely went from 4-star art to 5-star art.
Yes.
I think Selena's has learned since we did the first one, and also has kind of refined the visual style that we're going for in the game. So I think that helps, like, giving it that more polished look. And I think that the 3D perspective just adds a little extra oomph. Yeah, there's something to it. The lighting, the perspective shifts when the camera is moving. It's just more interesting to the eye, I guess.
Yeah.
Or it just looks different,
but
I guess.
Also, like, keeping in mind that the prototype was for a jam. And
yeah.
We did that, even though we went over and worked a little bit longer on it. We only worked on it for like a month.
Yeah, it was like 4 weeks of work tops.
And so the assets were drawn with that in mind. So I was basically working as quickly as I could. Whereas now I'm taking the time, because we don't need to get stuff done ASAP. It's just like I have the luxury of drawing something, and if I don't like it, I can go back and change it, or I can spend more time giving each asset like the love that it deserves. So obviously, like, naturally, it's gonna be more polished. Yeah. Oh, Bot, that's so sweet. Celine is also a beast at creating and maintaining consistent and appealing art style. That is so nice. Thank you.
I agree.
I do need to kind of I think for when it comes to 2D assets, that's I'm very confident, but now that I'm starting to texture 3D stuff, I need to be like mindful, try to not go too crazy with the with texturing, because it still has to look cartoony, right? Yeah,
it has to look cartoony and fit with everything else.
But I think so far so good.
This one is another good example. Like on the shed, we did the dumpster as 3D, but here we did these dirt sacks and stuff all in 2D.
Yeah, well, I will be doing some like trash bags that we can
right. Yeah.
Like in the same fashion. Not the sacks. We're back on sacks.
All the sacks. And we have a Geek and Gale fun fact The Sol system has a wall. It is called the heliopause, which is where the solar winds aren't hot strong enough to push back the wind of particles coming from other stars. Wall heliopause. The solar winds cannot push back winds of particles from other stars. Does that have any effect on like what does that cause? Say for planets that are outside the heliopause. Does that have any effects? I assume we are in the heliopause. Welcome to the Discord, Beast. Good to have you.
I gave a cheeky little hello.
Forgetful programmer. Hello, hello. At the moment, I'm just building the base of the game before starting out any of the cards and fighting and stuff. Yeah. Want a good solid base because I've been burnt because of that in Combo Light. Yeah, you want to make sure the core is all there and working and like test it in different systems maybe, and then you'll decide if it's good to go, good to expand on. That makes sense. Owie says, I'm not studying for my physics final tomorrow. Haven't attended class in a month to work on game dev with y'all. Lots of love. I know it is rough, but do try and prioritize your studies. You'll have plenty of time after that, I can assure you. I mean, I say that. I dropped out. I dropped out of uni. So you do you.
And I regret going into debt to pay for uni.
There we go. Anyway, let's not. If we get into it, we'll be talking about it for hours.
It is what it is. For me, the biggest thing is like no one's ever asked about my for my first job. Like no one's ever cared. Mm-hmm. What?
Let's not. Rox Red asks, why not use Unity or Unreal? I've never tried Unreal myself. I have briefly tried Unity, and I was just having a hard time. Unity is very capable. Obviously, probably the majority of games are made in Unity. It can do anything you want. But for some reason, it didn't gel with me. I just kept running into blockers and not understanding how to get unstuck. So eventually I tried out Godot, and that made a lot more sense in my brain. So I just stuck with it. So preference, you know, that's all. Hey, Temp Jack.
Hello.
Sorry, we're a bit behind on chat. Changed all my trees on the map today, and my oh my, it looks so much better. Really been putting in the work, and it's shipping so fast and nice. Good stuff. Yeah, trees is like that thing that you use tons of, right? So it's pretty important that they look good because they're everywhere.
Yeah, I probably want to draw different tree that's not like a pine tree.
To use here still?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it'll look weird to have two different types.
Yeah. Or maybe you've even done it already, just two types of the same tree. Like a wider one and a skinnier one or something.
I did, there is a small.
Yeah. I love Unity, but it's completely different workflow compared to Godot. Yeah. I'm a firm believer that, again, at our level, at our small team indie level, the best tool is the one that you're most comfortable with and you like the most.
Yeah.
They're all like very capable engines. Unity, Unreal, Godot, GameMaker, Construct, whatever you use. If you love it, stick with it, and you'll keep getting better. Right. So my task for today, or one of them anyway, is to make the nerds run into the void. So let's do that. You remember a specific issue you had with Unity, or was it just overall? I think there was an overall sense of being overwhelmed.
Why is the rum always gone?
Cheers, Beast. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Like, you open up Unity, it takes forever to open, and then suddenly there's exactly 3 bajillion buttons, and I'm like, help. And I believe the moment I quit, I was trying to do like animation states, I want to say. Like, like you do an attack and then that goes into the idle and then that can go into the jump. You know what I mean? Like the little graph you can do. What's it called? Like animation tree? I can't remember the name, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Would it be fine if I could send a screenshot of my game in a PM on Discord? Don't you just be doing it without permission. Beast, in our Discord, there's actually a share your projects channel. If you want to share an itch page or a Steam page or something, feel free to do that. Or just a screenshot. There's also in the game dev section, there's a show your progress channel, so you can post it there. And yeah, please do. It'd be great to see it. Construct mentioned. How's it going, buddy? Godot seems more complex in that regard, but yeah, Unity animations are atrocious. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's all preference. I'm not saying Unity is worse than Godot. I'm saying that to my brain, for some reason, Godot just makes more sense. So that's what I stuck with. And that's it. Some people have, decided to move away from Unity because of that thing that they did with the money and charging for downloads or whatever the heck it was. But that has nothing to do with my decision. It was just, I just wasn't having a good time with it. That's all. It's the animator. Gotcha. Hey, Granger.
Hello. Happy Sunday.
Surely won't take long, right? Surely. We'll be all right, Lucas. We'll be all right. I have an idea of what I want to do.
What are we talking about?
To get the nerds running into the shed. So, okay. My idea is, because I feel like it needs to be dynamic. I need a very easy way to edit where the survivors go when it comes to a safe zone. So what I'm thinking is, I briefly mentioned this last time, I'm gonna use a set of markers that define where the survivors are going to, right? So for example, the final point is inside the shed, right? But if I just say when they collide with the safe zone, they just go directly to it, they'll go through a wall. We don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'll expect a set of markers. So there would be one here and one here. So they would go in order wherever they collide with it. They'll align first and then move in to the point. That's what I'm going to do. And then we could potentially extend it depending on the safe zone. Like, imagine this is a bigger building and there's like another door here, for example, right? So now we can just extend it, and like there's multiple sets, and then they can choose the closest one or randomize it or whatever. We can extend it over time. I left Junior because they broke my trust. Not once, but 2 times. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's completely fair. Okay. So I think we do it here. We'll have a node 3D, and we'll call it... We'll call it pathing markers. We already have pathfinding to the player. Why not just change the target to inside, since the shed should have collision for pathfinding? It doesn't really have collision in that sense, as in it's just a box, right? So you can't path inside it through the door. But maybe that's something we could try in the future. Just have dedicated collisions for humans to understand how to go inside it.
Dedicated wham. Sorry.
Okay, so we have our markers. That's kind of it. And then we just add custom markers inside that. So we leave that as is. Then we'll go over to the human. At the moment, the human on save, they are just key freed. And they do not have a state machine. I thought they had a state machine already. That's definitely annoying that they do not have a state machine. We may want to convert them to use a state machine. Very annoying. Very annoying.
Captain Maths, hello. Happy Sunday.
Hello, hello. Okay, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. It's fine. State machine.
Stick machine?
State.
Oh.
State.
I thought you said stick machine.
No.
Imagine. There's just little sticks everywhere. I was hearing steak machine. Oh, that's even better.
Steak machine.
Damn. I want a steak machine.
I mean, we do have a beef upgrade.
Beef.
I was thinking there'll be 2 upgrades for max health.
Yeah.
So first there's beef.
Yeah.
and it will literally be
Beef.
the art will be a
A T-bone steak.
yeah, T-bone steak, beef.
Beef.
Increases your max health by 2. And then if you have beef, you can find potatoes. And that gives you another 2 HP. So you can have your beef and potatoes combo. Thoughts?
I like that. But let me raise you eggs.
Where did the eggs come in?
Protein. Protein.
Egg. It would just be called egg.
Steak and eggs is
Steak
a
and eggs.
classic.
True.
Exactly.
No, that's true. That's true.
The turf needed surf.
We just have an array of upgrades. It's just foods.
Yeah. Beast, thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, that's looking lovely.
Check it out. Progress updates.
Ooh.
That looks great, Beast. Very nice. Man, it's massive. Very nice.
Albi, hello. How's it going?
I like that the road has, like, you know, the dirt around it. Really grounds it into the world.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Also, Jessen, your little sprite is adorable that you should.
Oh yeah, the little the maiden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting so good at these.
Looked very good. That is 1/5 of the map size. It's maybe a bit too big. Food science is an exact formula. Just been listening and I keep hearing a ton of foods. It's making me hungry.
I know, me too.
We just ate! I made us some carbonara.
You did, and it was delicious. But I want more.
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 Okay, so states. What states do we need? Let's keep it simple. Let's do a following the player state. And a rescued state. So following state.
Yeah, carbonara was delish.
Mm.
Oh.
States folder. We're going to make a following state in here. Create. Okay. We might want, yeah, I'm gonna make a script. Call it human state. Extends state. Class name human state. Just if I need anything in here, like any properties that every human state needs to access.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hello?
That is a heck of a raid. Holy welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Also, hello, Mars. I see you.
Kuvi man, hello. How's it going, nerds? Nerdsal, hello. Jarem, hello. Hope you had a great stream. How's it going? Don't think we've met before, but feel free to share.
Woo!
Feel free to let us know what you are working on today.
And yeah.
Job well done.
We're working over here on our little zombie roguelike. And there's farts. Thank you, Tentic, for the fart. I was wondering if you're making anything like Zomboid.
Not really. Not really. Very, very different game, I would say.
We love farts. Thank you all so much for those follows. And thank you, Jaren, for the fart.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it, Temptic.
I like big farts and I can't out loud.
Oh my god!
Sorry. Kubi's famous for farts. Made a whole game about it.
Oh,
Holy.
nice.
Well, then you're in the right place. Because there's farts here.
But yeah, our game does have zombies, but it's not so much a survival game. It's more of a roguelike where you are tasked with curing the zombies. You are the doc, and as you can see, you revert them back to normal, and then you lead them to safety.
Yes.
How many licks does it take to get to the capsule center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. I farted.
I mean, if that doesn't sell it.
Thank you, Temptic. Thank you, Granger.
So you're people of culture. Never gets old. It really doesn't. Yeah.
Thank you for those follows.
So, yeah. I still need to... I need to wear my thank you for the fart shirt. I haven't worn that one in a while.
Bum, bum, bum.
Woo!
But yeah. QV, I hope you had a fantastic stream. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah.
I've been had it.
Uh-oh. She chose the froge.
I'm pretty sure that's what that's what the people want.
Hey, if it's not specified, I'm gonna take my pick, and it is quite warm. So
Boo.
I'm going cat here.
You should
Cat
at
ears.
least wear the pizza hat.
I'm gonna go for the coolest hat.
Robbed. We got a maca tree. Okay. Moment.
I need to. Are you gonna coax her in, or are you gonna go there?
I'm gonna go there. Forgetful programmer, thank you so much for your fart. It's been a while since we've had a 1K fart.
Oh, we had one yesterday, and
We had one of those never-ending ones.
it was a banger.
I still think my favorite one is the Crazy Frog one.
The OG.
Okay, guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna go to where the maca is, and we can give her treat.
Yesterday's too long ago. Oh yeah, it was the birthday gift to Pal G. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, ready.
You're live on the internet.
Have the number.
Mm-hmm.
For the time.
Nom nom nom. Look at all those treats. They're gone. Swallowed whole.
You actually, I don't think she.
Maka, look at the trailer. Yeah, we released that game. True. She doesn't care. That's rough. And we're back.
I was very close to filming my face again.
Cats can be harsh, yeah. Tough to please, you know?
Fantastico.
Okay. Following state. Class name.
Does Maka feature in your cat game in any way? Well, she's the main cat
Yeah.
in Super Cat Cafe.
She's like the first cat you get.
She's the CEO.
She is the CEO. True.
Because, you know, that's the great thing about this is, you know, making your own game. You can do whatever you want, including making your pets the main characters. Did you show off our game a little bit for our new friends?
I did, yeah. Okay. We need this. We need, let's do kind of these two. So human state. We want the body node.
Body.
And we want the human itself. Because we need to access that. Then we need to tap into the physics process. And essentially we need to replace this stuff. If we just copy pasta, what happens? Lots of crazy stuff. Fun.
You guys look so cute with the hats. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I still think we need like a new hat.
Yeah, we haven't gotten one in a while. True.
What kind of hats would you like to see? I'm big on hats. Can be convinced. What about a Heinz Beans bucket hat?
If they want to sponsor us, sure.
No, I just said Heinz Beans, but it's just beans.
Beans. Beans would be funny.
Traffic cone hat.
Nice.
Banana hat. Oh, I think we get a banana. Beans mentioned, be careful. What I need to know, because I forgot, is if the Pizza Hut has pineapple on it.
Yeah, we do need pineapple on that pizza.
A poop emoji hat?
That's good. That's good.
Oh, it exists!
Irad might hear you. They're all about the beans.
Nash, thank you for that. Art?
Is the debug manager a Godot class or your own? It is my own, yeah. Yep. Okay, and we also need the layer. Bear.
A chef hat. A burger hat. Hamburger. I shall be back.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Let's get that. I need both of those. No. Yes. Player distance range. Okay. Just converting everything to the state machine logic. Bear with me here. Nav direction not declared in the current scope. Do I want to move that? Probably. So that would go alongside this. Yeah, because we update it here. Yep. Oh. Then in here, we want to change all of this, I guess. I'll comment it out for now, and I'll do state machine physics process. Cool. Then we no longer need this. We no longer need this. Don't believe we need this.
Hi, Goob.
Goob, hello. So many errors. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Bear with me.
I'm gonna put a bunch of hats on the Miro if that's okay, and then we can vote.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, slight detour.
So we no longer need this or this. We no longer need this. Okay, well that feels nice. Look at this tiny script. Wow.
Oh my god.
It's definitely not going to be completely broken. I can assure you that it will just work first try.
Yeah.
100% of the time. It works every time. How goes it, Goobster? Okay. Start up.
Is that a pineapple?
Spawn a human. Oh. Almost. Almost. It didn't explode, so that's kind of impressive. Their target is always going to 0. This is 0, 0 on the map. First try, perfect. Ship it. I'm guessing ready is essentially a start from Unity. Yeah, ready is like as soon as they're in what's called the scene tree, so they're instantiated, then they run ready. Physics process like update or fixed update. Physics process, I believe, would be something like fixed update. Yeah. And process would be update. Yup, yup, yup. Reminds me of Ducky from The Land Before Time. Have I seen that? I'm not sure. It's not ringing a bell. Sorry. Going great. So much progress on my game this week. It's been a month since I started, and I'm a month ahead of schedule. Nice. That must feel good. Okay, so the problem is that update move target must be not correct. So we run this. If we here did a print on move target, it's always 0, 0.
Okay, we can look on mirror now. What hat we like?
Oh, there we go. So this is never running because it starts at 0. So I think the line on the ready, which in this case would be on enter, I believe, will need to update move target. Because it starts out at 0. Yeah, so it never starts the loop. Oh, okay. Get overlapping areas on a null value. Null value. Zombie detector is null. Zombie detector is null.
I put the sound in stream chat. It's like a kid's dinosaur movie series from like YouTube.
Interesting. Why is that null?
Oh yeah, I know Ducky from The Land Before Time. Yeah. Also, I'm putting in stream chat photo of the hats.
I don't actually need this here anymore though, so I'll move it.
For anyone interested in giving an opinion on the hat situation. Where did my glove go?
Oh, whoops.
The ears. You just want all the hats, all of them.
Wait, where are we looking at these?
I put them in stream chat. Or in mirror.
My god, the banana one. So how are we voting for these? Should we do a poll?
Well, Beast kindly put in numbers in the reaction. React with the number you want.
Oh, you can vote in Discord?
Yeah.
I see.
Ice cream got an extra vote.
Okay. Well,
make a poll.
We could do a poll.
Do a poll.
Okay.
I'll take the poll into account.
Okay. Let me understand how to be a streamer.
But also, I will look at the
poll
reacts
is
as well.
Here. Manage poll. Okay. Create new poll. Which new hat?
Like the ice cream one is
we
just
get?
like summer vibes, you know. No poll needed. It's banana.
Wait, you can only have up to 5.
Cannot have 7 answers. No.
Yeah, you can only go to 5.
It's okay because we need to get 2 hats, so then you can do 2 polls.
No. Okay.
Bracket battle. Banana.
Okay, so we'll do 1 through 4 and then 5 to 7.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do this. Start poll. Oh.
I mean, I feel like banana seems to just be general.
Okay, 1 through 4. Which hat should we get?
I think we need to get the banana. We need more votes.
Okay, it's looking like it's the banana. So banana wins. the first vote. Now we'll do this. Wait. Damn it, there's still not enough. There's one extra. Yeah, banana 1. Got it. Listen. Okay, no, I can't. I was gonna veto the beans because it looks disgusting, but I can't. I can't.
I'm not saying I'd sub more often if there was a banana hat at stream, but I'm not saying I wouldn't. Look, the banana hat is in the cart. I've added
what did I click?
To cart. But the ear.
What did I just do? I think I accidentally ran ads. God damn it. I clicked the wrong button. God damn it.
Banana investment will be huge for the future. Okay, listen, I'll get 2 banana hats.
Okay. New poll. 1 through 5. Which hat should we get? Looking... Poop. Poop is winning. Tied with strawberry.
Tied with the ears. There's a single vote for the beans.
The beans got a vote. Oh, we got a 3-way tie. Oh, we got a 4-way tie. Oh no.
We need everything to have 2 votes.
Oh no.
No.
Okay, well the banana wins. GG. GG. Banana wins.
Baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
And there was much rejoicing.
All right, banana.
So we're getting 2 bananas.
Yeah, I'm buying 2 bananas.
Oh my god.
Poor ice cream, even the beans got 2 votes. No one wanted the ice cream.
So I think my problem right now is that this stuff is running before the main scene is ready. Like, because the way it works is children nodes run ready before the parents, I believe. Which means when the state tries to run this, these values are null. Yes. Ice cream was too demure. I'm still debating what's the best way to handle dialogue, rather the easiest to write. I currently have person plus text plus called functions optional in a 2D array. Person, text, functions. So like who's speaking, what are they saying, and if it causes something to happen. I did something similar, I think, for our system. Who's talking, what are they saying, and things that trigger. Yeah, pretty much did that. Set up some check in parent to tell the children it's time to play, like an initialize method. Yeah, I think the state machine in general, the state machine should start when the parent is ready. So what I could potentially do, let me check out the state machine.
Hello there, online ambassador. Still trying to figure out how to get 2D animations.
What are you working with? Is this like pixel art frame by frame animations? If so, and you want to keep it simple, I recommend looking at animated sprite 2D if you're working in Godot. You just give it the frames and it just runs. I am a pixel artist, frame by frame. Unity. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, I am not too familiar with Unity, but maybe someone in chat can help you out. So if I removed this initial state, so it has no initial state, and instead on the ready function, so I would go on ready var initial, or nah, I'll just do following state, which is a human state. And then in here, you can just do state machine, change state to the following state. I think this might break, as in the state machine expects something to be there at all times. But let's find out. It should say state is null. It didn't. We're good. Nice. Nice. Okay. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Hello there, Lullen. You seem to have had a bad time with the Formula One results. It happens.
Were you rooting for someone specifically? Chuck Norris, if I remember correctly. Okay. Right, and all of this, we were doing this so that we could define a new state when they get rescued. So we're going to create a new state, which would be rescued state. Then we make a script for that in the states folder.
Thank you so much for the follow. Norris got second, but Verstappen, he's my boy, he got 10th after he got mad and broke the rules and got a penalty.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the temper tantrum.
Rescued human state. Extends human state. Okay. Okay. So, for now, let's do an array. We need an array of markers to follow. So, let's just have I guess positions, not markers. Let's make a path, which is an array of vector 3. An array of vector 3. Then on physics process,
Why am I still wearing the hat?
we're gonna need to do some stuff.
Oh, it's so warm. Oh, I bet the banana hat's gonna be really snug.
And then the human, so we get our new state.
Okay, at least you went for pizza, Lolan. Thank you.
On save, we no longer queue free.
There you go.
Instead, we go state machine, change state to the rescued state. Uh-huh.
Pizza hat sophisticated AF. It's very classy.
I assume that save is called by the extraction zone. Yeah, on body entered, human.save. Bum, bum. Up, 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 up. Get rescue path.
I wanted to see the code. Lucas, it'll come back. Don't worry. This is just a temporary redeem. Maybe pause the coding.
Yeah, I'm pausing. I'm looking at the texture as well.
Wow. So many lines, and it's made this. Wow. Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Hope you get better.
There you go. Back to code.
Okay. So now we need, when we save the human, we should now expect path. What do we call it? I literally just made it and I already forgot. Let's delete all this stuff. Or close it, rather. So we expect a path, which is
It's like a reward.
an array of vectors. When I save a human, I expect the reward. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. So this should expect an array of vector 3. So here we should do rescued state dot path equals path. And now in here we have to get said path. So for that, we're gonna do return. Well, we're returning an array of vector 3. And we're gonna do pathing markers get children, which will be marker 3Ds. So get children map function marker, which is a marker 3D. And then we're going to return marker dot global position.
Why you choose Godot? Godot chose him.
Ion Flipper. I just tried a few different engines, and Godot was the one that clicked the best with me personally. So I just kept at it. I just kept using it. It felt good.
It spoke to you.
Idea for a duplicate file finder app. Look for files that have 1 in the file name. That must be half the files on my computer right now. Courtesy of the Cellini.
Hey! Wait, what? What do you mean? That is so uncalled for. What do you mean?
So on body entered human. We should probably also check.
We should check.
It's okay. Let's get to it when it becomes a problem. So now on save, we're going to return the path. Return the path.
Checked.
Okay. Sure. Here, let's do if path is empty, we'll queue free still. So that until we implement it into the safe zone, it's not just broken, I guess. Too few arguments on save. Portal to safety. Okay, there we go. That also needs to work for that. So let's do a default value, so it doesn't necessarily need it. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. So then we could update our level here. But before I do that, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll BRB. I'll leave you with the Cellini.
He's going to go away. Yeah. Doing some directional arrows so that when I go draw on the 2D texture, I know what the heck I'm doing. See, so then once I then switch back to this, then I know which way the planks sit. Because otherwise, who knows? And then it's just a surprise. Once. Yeah, that's looking pretty decent. Are you gonna finish that slice of pizza? You know, I think I like how it just sits on my head. I don't think I need to finish it. Jeff, thank you so much for your fart. Just drawing little planks. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Not me chilling with Papa John's on my bed. Bet you this is gonna be a backpack. Yeah. Dang it. It's okay because we can copy pasta that into the other ones. Work smarter, not harder, you guys. Okay, maybe the other one does need to be different. If I just flip it, it's... He's back. Are you messing with my pizza?
What?
Oh my god! Did you just eat the corner of my crust? Holy.
If any of you have ever seen Maka
And there was
being
much
cute,
rejoicing.
Quick before he's back by more banana hats.
that's what you do with pizza. If any of you ever looked at Maka and you're like, oh my god, she's so cute, I wish I could pet her, it is an extremely dangerous activity.
An extreme sport. Oh shoot, when did that happen?
The scars to show for it.
Is that fresh?
And this one is a couple days old, I think.
Oh, it was from the incident.
The incident.
The cuckoo incidente.
Okay, so let's keep going. Let's add those markers. So I'm going to add marker 3D. And we'll place that. Oh, that's interesting. We want this to be at 0, 0, if that's possible. It is. Okay, fine. So this is fine. So we're gonna put it over here, and then we're gonna make another marker and move that inside. Okay. So we have our markers. Great. How does the hat smell?
Synthetic.
Smoky.
Smoky?
Mm-hmm. Cheesy.
Cheesy? Wow.
Barbecue. You fan of barbecue pizza?
Oh, now I want pizza. Is it for dinner? Question mark?
Can't wait for when we can see the banana hat.
Listen,
it's like a full thing.
It says that they'll be delivered on Tuesday. Whether that's before the stream, we shall see. But next week, stay tuned for a banana.
Stay tuned. Peel on or off. It depends on the mood. Okay, so for the human, so we have this. So we have our path, we have our array of vectors, but now we have to move them. We have to move them to through said path. So how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? Let's make a path index, which will be an int and start at 0. Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Why are we looking at my stuff?
Because it looks cool. Did I never click away from it? Or did someone redeem it? I think I never clicked away from it, perhaps. Sorry about that. Sorry, so maybe you missed it. What I did was I went to the map and I added the markers in here to define the different positions. So there's one in front of the door and one inside the shed.
Thank you for those farts, Christoph. And Alexander Coates, thank you for the fart.
So we can do current target, which is a vector 3, equals path index. Okay. Then we'll do we'll get a var distance to target. If the distance to target is less than, I don't know, 0.1, I don't know. We'll play around with that if we need to. Then it means that we've reached it. If we've reached it, then what?
You win.
If we're on the last position, then the human can disappear. If we're not on the last position, we have to move on to the next target. Right? So if path index equals path dot size.
We got a question. Does Godot not have an AI Copilot autocomplete extension?
It does not. I don't think so. Not the built-in editor, but you can use whatever editor you want. So if I run into a situation with a feature, especially around math, that I can't really understand, I would just go in here, use external editor, and then I would open it in something like Cursor. If it works. Flashbanged. Get wrecked. And now I'm in Cursor and I got the autocompletes. So you can get it if you want. Path index +1. if path index equals path size, then we can do human dot queue free and return if not, we set the path, the new current target. Yep. We don't need the distance. That's fine. And then we need to move the human. But yeah, you can use that. But yeah, at the moment, I mean, for work, I pretty much use cursor exclusively. But for game dev, I use the built-in editor. And if I'm running into a specific issue that I need to work through with AI to understand it, then I just go into cursor as needed.
Tomatoes. I don't even know why you would say something like this. Why? What do you mean? I would never do anything. Oh, wait.
Stop her. There's a lot of clicking. I hear a lot of clicking.
So many tomatinis.
I just used agent mode and autocomplete in 95% of my work now, so not seeing it directly in Godot feels weird. Yeah, same. For work, I also use it all the time.
Oh, you missed.
Yeah. For game dev, I just haven't gotten around to it, I guess. I'm feel pretty comfortable writing it myself because I'm not doing
The perfect amount of tomatoes if it's perfectly on my screen, right?
Maybe at some point I'll just try using cursor for like a month or something, see how it goes.
I missed again. Let's go, I win. That was a tense one, tomatoes. I missed quite a couple times there. Never playing this game again. Oh, that emo is just... Well played, well played.
Update the velocity. We move the velocity. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. We want this one. Oh, I'm doing turning rate. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all.
Then don't do.
Let's do var direction. Direction to target. Float. Not float. Spec 3. Which is
Let you win.
global position, direction to current target. And then we'll move the velocity towards direction to target times the human speed. Where do we get this speed from? What is speed?
What is speed?
We get the stat.
I'm surprised that our CEO has not begged for her dinner yet.
Yeah. 4:30.
Right?
He's just comfy up there.
I don't want to say the S word. Or her name.
Let's see how this goes. I don't know.
How's it going over there?
We'll find out. So, if I add a human, trying to return an array of array where expected. Right. You're just being annoying. Thank you for the follows.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's do var path array of vector 3, and then we'll do path assign return path, just to get around the typing. I don't know if this is the right way of doing it, but hopefully that works. So again, on a human. Okay. So without markers, they are doing what they were doing before. They just disappear. But if we go on, unlock this, let's see what happens. Spawn human. He's looking dope. Thank you, Godot.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right, so they triggered save immediately, so I leveled up. We may want to change it so that only happens
once they get in.
Yeah, once they're in the thing. Yeah. Oh, wait, I think it's working. It's just the collisions that need to be dealt with. But I think it's working. Okay. Hold. Hold.
Hold. I haven't used the hold emotes in a while.
You guys do all this artwork too? Yeah, Celine does all the artwork.
Me, that's what you see me doing here is another bit of that area that you guys were just looking at. I'm just gonna shade it a little bit, and then we'll probably get this in the game today as well. And you guys can basically see the workflow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right now I'm just texturing this.
But yeah, Celine does all the artwork, and I do the game engine stuff.
The pizza hat helps with creativity.
How long have you been doing this? The art is so pretty.
Game? Like art for a game and stuff since, I'm gonna say 2 years since we started game deving.
Yeah, two and a half years, something like that. Yeah.
But I've always kind of doodled and drawn stuff, so I practice. Must be the triangular shape. If it was a full pizza, it would have been ineffective. Yeah, I think the triangle shape really, helps.
It helps you see all the angles.
Exactly. Welcome, Chad. How's it going?
My girlfriend got into 3D a year or so ago, actually, and we want to make a game together too. Do it.
Oh, that's so cute. You guys should definitely try. Yeah.
Start small and just experiment and have fun,
Yeah. Yeah, remember to take it easy and most importantly have fun with it. and then I'm sure you will succeed.
If it was a full pizza, it would have been ineffective. Right. So, Celine's triangular pizza slice hat helps her see all the angles. My full pizza hat just makes me go in circles. Ha 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 ha.
You're so funny.
Ha 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 ha. We wanted to make a dating sim first. I think it's doable. I have a friend who has a pizza hoodie that has a pocket to put a slice in.
I love that. That's fantastic.
A dating sim. A dating sim. Okay.
I think that's doable.
Yeah.
You want to keep it short, probably.
Yeah. You just have to be careful not to go too crazy.
Yeah, I think the only danger in that is just having way too much content.
Yeah.
And closing off the story. But once you can close off a story, I think it seems very doable.
Yeah. Make sure not to do too many NPCs, because then that would be a ton of different models. Yeah, keep it lean, you know? Adding pizza to the game?
Yes.
Maybe soon.
I want to.
There you go.
Well, we haven't decided if that is the way.
I've never met anyone who tries to make a game too big for their first game. Never happened, right? Or their third game in a new engine. Or any game, for that matter. My girlfriend's a writer, and we only have a few characters to start. I just want to learn Godot too.
That's fantastic. I think you can definitely achieve that.
Yeah. You know, just jump into it. Mess around.
Have fun.
I think, yeah, it is very important.
Enjoy the process.
You just have to enjoy it for what it is. And you just have to be comfortable with the fact that it's going to take a little bit of time to get comfortable with the engine. Right. Is there a way to turn off collisions for a character body? I don't necessarily want to mess with the collision layers, but maybe I have to. I just kind of want to turn it off. But I don't think that's a thing.
I'll make a simple Pong! 2 weeks later, oh no, I need to balance the story-based roguelike upgrade tree for the 4-person multiplayer.
You can disable the collider. Ooh, smart. Like the actual shape. Yes. That would totally work. Yeah. Let's try that. Thank you, Orad. So, rescued state on enter.
Wait.
I forget. Do I need to... I need to make sure I'm calling super when I'm overriding stuff, or else I'm gonna start breaking everything. On enter, we're going to take our collision shape And we're going to set it to disabled. This often complains if you change it like that, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Let's see what happens. I basically want it to ignore other colliders so it can move into the building, because the building is just a single box over here. So they were trying to go into the door, but then running into the building itself. Oh, they're stuck behind the building, I think. There we go. I will fix that at some point. It wants me to use... Okay. It wants me to use set deferred. I don't know if that will fix it, but let's try. Set deferred. Disabled. True. Hey Deflux, how's it going? What if you make the building itself have no collider, then make new collision walls for it so the door is open? Maybe. I may experiment with that. It's just that that will add complexity to the collider when everything else will still need to collide with it, because the player is not allowed to go in there. Zombies are not allowed to go in there. So if I did that, I would need to account for all the other scenarios where now the collider has a hole. So I think just making the human ignore colliders for what is just an animation might be better. Cool.
It works?
I think so.
You're going in!
Success! Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such a small detail, but like it's so good.
Mm-hmm. We can do a little adjustment because they're still clipping a little bit. So we can go here and update these guys to be more like this. And we can try again. Perfect.
Is that shed like Doctor Who's TARDIS?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess in some ways it is, because then it leads into like the underground secret lab.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations on REA.
It's like a clown car. The fade into the black looks good too. Yeah, that was courtesy of a chatter bot.
Yeah.
That's using a shader to do that effect. So thank you again, bot. It looks great. Speech bubbles over humans would be really fun, so they could thank you and stuff. So the idea... Ooh, I just noticed there might be an issue.
But what's the idea?
What is this move target? log. I don't know. The idea is, let me see if there's anything in our mood board. Did we have any, like, you know, comic book BAMs and stuff?
Yeah.
What was that?
They're on your mouse.
Oh,
Well, they were.
sorry.
Like, underneath the cartoon.
Where am I looking?
Underneath
Yeah.
where we have the screenshots of the cartoon. Dexter.
Oh, here. Yeah, we want to do something like this. So like above the human, a little thing would pop up and say, it could say like thanks or woo or something. That's the plan. Cannot help but see that the little guy on stream, has a glorious mustache just like you. I aspire to one day have as glorious of a mustache as the doc. One day, it will outgrow the width of my face.
Oh, I think it's time.
And only 2 teeth. Okay, so what's this move target situation? Where does that come from?
No, sweetie, no. No, drink my water.
Human states following state. Cheers.
Thank you so much for that hydration.
Drink it before Maka does.
She did wake up in time for her dinner.
Okay, so this is a problem. Because we have this sprint in here, which is in the human state, right? So if I run the game again, so there's nothing in the console down here. Then I spawn a human. They spawn directly into the zone. There we go. So now they're updating their move target so they follow the player. Cool. But this should stop after they're saved. It did. Okay. Why didn't it stop before? There we go. It didn't stop. Are they... Hold up. What's happening in here?
Hold up.
We have to look inside. Oh. Oh, there's no one here. Oh! They're hiding!
Where are they behind the building?
They're stuck. There's another one stuck on a tree.
I thought they had brain cells.
They don't. Right now, the zombies have more brain cells than the humans do.
Oh no.
Okay, well, good news is that what we just added isn't broken. It's just the dumb humans. Shared brain cells. Shared brain cell.
Not like this.
Yeah, so I need to move the humans to use navigation. I haven't done that yet, so that they can actually go around stuff. Shared brain cell shader. Are the tree colliders rounded? That usually lets them kind of slip around if they get stuck. They are, yeah. I believe they are. Why can I not see colliders? Did I turn them off? I can't see colliders at all. Are they off by default now? I'm not sure. Collision objects. Interesting. Yeah, there you go. They are rounded. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just unlucky. They do slide around it sometimes, but yeah, I need to convert them to use navigation, and then basically they'll use this mesh, this navigation mesh, to get around stuff, get around buildings and all that. I just haven't done that yet.
He hasn't done it yet.
Okay. Cool. So, right, we wanted to change it so that they are saved. You get the XP when they go in it rather than immediately. So let's try and do that. So right now we do this here. We do this here. So let's remove that. Save. Then here we just have to do pop. Let's be tidy. Fine. Okay. So now EXP is only received when they reach the end of the pathing. True.
Sorry, my arm.
Future Bernardo is way better at dealing with that problem for sure. Yeah. Let him worry about it. Do I have... Yes. So until we have the fancy, like, thing that comes up when they're rescued, I'm just going to use this reusable component I have. And it's just gonna say rescued.
How many humans can the game handle before it's problematic?
At the moment, not that many.
Oh, stop it, Maka.
There's still lots of work to be done optimization-wise. I need to update them to use the same system that the zombies do. So at the moment, we can do a bit more zombies that we can do humans. Like I could spawn maybe 100 zombies and it should be okay. I would say 100 zombies is kind of the limit. Humans, I don't know. Let's find out. Let me do 100 humans. Oh, FPS starting to drop. Yeah. Yeah, so with 100, FPS starts dropping already. So, yeah. The problem, like the bottleneck, is the collisions in between the humans. Like how they push each other apart. That's where the performance cost is at the moment. The zombies are a little bit better because I've done this custom collision thing where it uses a grid and they only look at zombies that are close to them in the grid, but it's still not great. I still need to improve it. Yeah, it'll just take research and experimentation to find the solution.
Are you ready to put in the log shell?
Yeah.
Log shell?
Log
shed.
shell.
Log shed.
Shell of the logs.
The shell of the log. You have a Gulba file ready to go.
Okay, I'm just gonna test my little
Yeah.
thingy here. So if I spawn a human, lead them in here, little rescued comes up. The same should work over here. Are you using physics to move them or vector math? The humans use a bit of both. So like they use collisions with the terrain. But they use custom vector math for the colliding with each other and pushing each other. Yeah. And then the zombies are using the navigation system and then custom math to collide with each other.
Lovely.
It's really cool to just see him doing stuff. And then also we'll do them. We'll give them like a little jump when they get rescued, like a little happy jump. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me commit that. So, did a bunch of stuff.
You did.
Added state machine to humans. Added safe zone rescue animation. I cannot spell help. Do you have the node that stops them from rendering their sprite when off screen? Not yet, but definitely we'll need to add that. Actually, there'll be a bunch of logic for what happens when they're off screen. Not just their rendering, but also what calculations are they doing.
The NPCs are gonna have to do math.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But yeah, at the moment, those tests that we were running, as you saw, was like on screen, everyone on screen. So off-screen gains are kind of a separate issue, if that makes sense.
Oh my god, chill.
Because I would like to support at least 100 zombies and 100 humans on screen, right? I would say that's a low number even. But at least 100 of each is the target. Yeah. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I mean, other games do it, so I just need to understand better how it all works, interacts with one another. Could the nav mesh be used to add a small area around each object, using it to move to prevent collisions? Maybe. There is like an avoidance thing. I just don't know if that would be even more expensive or if it would produce the same results that I'm trying to go for. Yeah. But yeah, we'll probably be exploring all of that.
That was really loud.
Sorry.
I dropped something, I'm sorry.
Ay. Okay, shed, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get that file.
Gotcha.
Where can I see it?
It's called Log Shed.
Maybe Google Drive, not Google Driving.
Probably.
Log Shed. There we
Gulb.
go. Gulb.
The Gulb.
Okay. Manor. Shed. I'll do another folder in here. Log Shed. Import. Here we go. Looking good. Looking good. Very cute.
Zone, thank you so much for the follow. Oh no, the ads. We are in a ad break, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. New scene. It'll be a static body 3D. Log shed. Needs a collision shape. Needs a model.
I centered it this time, I remembered.
Wow. Is it gigantic? Couldn't be, right?
Didn't.
Fine. So collision shape will be a box. Cool. Not sure if this would be good for a game specifically, but I know you can lower the physics tick rate and add physics interpolation, but it adds a bit more work to have and can make certain elements more inaccurate. Yeah, the fact that I'm doing everything manually, as in it's not like a rigid body using the engine physics engine, means that I need to build in my own version of said tick rate and interpolation, or I would need to rethink it so it is using the physics engine. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I'll go with at this point. I'll probably need to do a version of each, do like a test scene with all the different versions, and then just see which one performs the better. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Another outline shader.
Another.
I'm going to do that, and then also I'm going to reduce the metallicness. And now we just add it in. So happening. Oh, I had the wrong thing selected. Got it. We have our shed area. We're going to instantiate a log shed. And we're gonna place it. I don't know, something like that.
I think it could be a little bit further away.
Further away. Something like that. And we'll need to make sure to bake navigation mesh again, so it takes into account this new space. Why are there holes inside?
There are holes.
Oh, it always does that, right? Interesting. The way that I got around that before is by creating a nav obstacle. I don't know if there's an easier way or if that's just something that needs to be done. So I added this extra mesh to define it as a nav obstacle, which prevented it from doing that. Not sure.
Tini's doing some stuff, learning things.
State machines and resources. Now I have too much OOP fun with them in C#. Also started to make so much generic stuff for my library. Nice.
Nice, that's good.
It's great to always have that foundation when you start a new project. Is your game camera fixed, or can the player rotate the camera? So our plan is for it to be fixed. Yeah. So like what we... Right. I'm having a hard time speaking today. What you see here is the angle that you would always see the game at. That way you never need to worry about like 2D sprites having to rotate with the camera or anything like that. It's just is what it is. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I think the positioning, you know, we'll play
Yeah,
around
we
with
can
it
mess around
because
with it,
you
yeah.
know it will affect like how you path and
Yeah.
movement and stuff. So
Yeah.
we probably want to mess around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, well, in my sketch I put a rock in a tree there to make it kind
Yeah.
of like, because like right now you would expect to be able to fit through there, right?
Yeah.
But if there's stuff, then you can like, you know, that end.
Yeah. Looks good to me though.
Yeah.
Any plans on zooming in out with a scroll wheel? Possibly. At the moment, the way it works is it starts at this zoom level, and over time, it zooms out. So when you start the game and you're only going up against a couple zombies and you're kind of slow and everything, it's zoomed in. But like by minute 10, it's going to be way more zoomed out and you're going to be seeing the big hordes of zombies and all that. That's the way it's implemented right now. But the fact that it zooms out so slowly, you can't even tell that it's happening.
Oh, look at that. You can see here if you stand there, the 3D versus the sketch. It's coming together.
It is. Shall I add... I can add like a tree and stuff quite easily. I don't like it when they're too close to the... You have a rock, right?
There's a big one on your right, on the edge of the map. You do that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
There we go.
See you guys. Good luck with the deving. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one. There we go.
Nice.
Nice and cozy.
But it feels so much more designed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just gotta do that like 10 more times. for level 1.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll go give Maka her dinner, and then I'll start drawing the lantern, the rubbish, the little half log,
Yep.
trunk.
Cool.
Maka, you want some food? Are you hungry? Yeah?
I would also love some textures for dirt decals. I think this area would look cool instead of the stones. It would just be like dirt, you know, like a lot of people have gone and walked here, so the grass is dead right in this area. So it's dirt. I think that might look interesting.
For sure.
Okay. Added log shed. Okay. Another feature I want to add to extraction zones is this. So with the shed, we have this. We're also going to have a door. So when it's closed, when the safe zone isn't active yet, there's going to be a door there. And then with planks over it. And then the idea is during your run, you're going to have to find an item. In this case, probably a crowbar or something. So that you can then break open the shed. And now you can use it as a safe zone. And, you know, that might have a fancier animation where there's actual planks, like, jumping off as it's happening. But for now, we'll just make it so that it starts like that. And when it becomes active, it needs to disappear. So how do we do that? How do we do that? One simple way, I think, is this. Export var hide on enable. This is going to be an array of node 3Ds. And then on enable, we'll just do for node in hide on enable node hide. You can default this to be an empty array as well. Now in here, where we have our extraction zone, we would need to define which nodes to hide when it's activated. So how do we do that? We go into our shed. We set that as editable children. So now we can see the planks node. And now in here, we need to give it that node. Can we do that? Looks like. Let's test it. So it has planks. We interact with it. And when it activates, They disappear. Works for now. Yeah. So now the question is, can we take this logic and apply it to other safe zones? So, for example, you start with the manor as a safe zone. You don't have to unlock it. It just is. So what if we wanted to add depathing stuff to this? Can we do it? So marker 3D. Then we're going to position that over here. Okay. New marker. We're going to add it on top of the stairs. I have no idea if this is going to work. We're going to add it on top of the stairs. And then another marker goes inside the manor. Should be as simple as that. In theory.
It just worked. It just worked.
We take those.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yay! Woo! Wow.
2.5D is trippy. Yeah. It is.
Did the manor eat them? It's like the monster house.
Cool.
Oh man, the manor's gonna be a build.
Yeah. The manor is like its own project.
But after doing all these things and texturing all these little bits of building and stuff, I think the way to do this, I'm pretty happy with the shape of it, is to do it modularly. So like that bit that's gray with the stairs and the thing, that's just one block, right?
Right.
And I can texture that and it's fine.
Yep.
Then each individual tower is gonna be a model.
Yeah.
Right. And then the balcony, the gray bit, is gonna be its own model. The roof is gonna be its own model. And you're just gonna have to basically piece it back together.
And you could also do like a window model,
and you just rebuild it in Godot.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for the hand texturing, because the UV maps are so like friggin' crazy. I think that's the way to do that. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
But yeah, I think, I feel like this is a August-September project.
Sure.
Sure. We'll get there.
It's a big one.
We'll get
it's a
to
big
it.
one. I go AFK for a few minutes and the shed grew. It got upgraded. Okay. So what if we head over here now? So we have the greenhouse safe zone. At the moment, there's an issue of visibility because the camera angle is like this and the entrance is here.
I always imagined the entrance would be on the opposite side, but I'm not opposed to it being between the hedge mate.
I've been kind of thinking that it could be... I wonder how hard it would be to make both an entrance. It'd be interesting.
The shed grew 3 sizes that day. It tripled.
But the way we're thinking about these safe zones, like I was saying before, so the shed would need a crowbar.
Yeah.
So you can pull off the planks and access the door. the garage, which would have a big garage door, needs power to open it. You can't open it yourself. You need to
Like fix the backup generator.
yeah,
or
fix the
something.
generator or whatever to get the power back on, so you could flip the switch on the garage door, and now the garage door opens. The greenhouse, I was thinking there would be like overgrown vines or something. So you need like shears or something like that to clear the overgrown bits. So there'll be like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And you would need to find the shears, then interact with these things, cut them. And then when you cut the last one, the one that's in front of the entrance, you could now access it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way that I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna ask a scope creep question. Are there gonna be more levels? Sorry, Maka Maka was destroying the carpet.
Yes, that is the plan, Goop. Our current plan, and again, it's always up for change, of course, but our current plan is to have 3 levels. We want to have the manor. We want to have a city level. And the third one is up for discussion.
Yeah.
We've talked about
Like if we get there.
yeah. We've talked about like a government facility or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eduardo, hello. Greetings.
Hello.
Bon dia.
Yeah, I was thinking of a city one. It would be fun for the 3D side of things. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The mines ode to the dwarf. Where are you gonna go in your cave? Okay. Go in your cave.
So look. I'm Eduardo, I'm from Portugal. So
Well, what's that?
I do understand.
You do understand?
Do understand.
Look at this cat. She's doing the thing again.
You got my gold, so we got a better language. Fair. That's fair.
What was that sound? That sound is... You mean the world falling apart is makuku. She's digging in her cat bed on my desk, but she just... Every time she goes in, I don't know what she does, but she like... It's like an earthquake happens on my desk. Catquake, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, in my head I have this idea of a crazy city level where like the manor is like the introductory level and the city one is like maybe twice as big.
The thing with the city is because you do want to make it bigger, right? I'm hesitant to make it. I'm hesitant to make it bigger, or like
it doesn't necessarily need to be bigger.
But then I think the way we would be able to do it is to kind of try to make assets as reusable as possible, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's like the base of them, we reuse them, and then we just have a lot of different 2D bits, like the vines that we apply to give them a bit of individuality.
For sure.
Cause
like we still want locations, like unique locations. So like in this level, we have the hedge maze, we have the garage, the shed, the lake, the greenhouse, the bunker. Cool. There's also like the
there will be some more
manor
bits.
and the driveway with the roads. So like you don't need a mini map. You don't need a map to know where you are if everything is unique. So you can like learn the map and now you always know where you are. So the city one would also have something like that, you know, like a unique square over here with a statue or something. Cool. I was thinking it would be really cool to have like a grocery store location where you can like actually go in and there's a grocery store section.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
we're gonna do that.
Maybe there's like a hospital on the other side, you know. But in between these locations, we can just have like a small set of buildings and we just reuse those.
Yeah. Tell me more about the game. I'm gonna do a little summary.
The game is a zombie horde survivor roguelike where you are tasked with curing the zombies.
Immediately starts considering the assets inside the grocery. Exactly. I was just like, do you know how many things are in a grocery store, man?
I know.
Indoors? Oh my god.
Yeah. That's why I always say it's subject to change, because we may just not have the energy to
I mean, I love
to see it done.
I love the idea.
Yeah. Don't starve zombies.
Shelves empty, exactly. It's been sacked. There's nothing left. There is literally nothing. Not even the furniture. They took all the furniture. There's no cash registers. There's no trolleys. There's nothing.
It makes sense, right? They got raided.
Everything is completely empty.
It all got taken. It makes complete sense when you think about it.
Oh, I love the boarded up shed.
Ooh. Yeah, so your task is to cure the zombies and then lead the survivors to safety. And then you level up, unlock more upgrades, you know, classic roguelike loop. So you get faster, stronger, more resilient, all that. All that. And then another big portion of the game, which we've not started working on yet, is the lab part of the gameplay. So you'll have this, you know, this home base, your laboratory, that you can collect when you're in the run, curing your zombies and stuff. You can collect resources, you know, think like computer chips, duct tape, screws, that type of thing. And then you can go back to the lab and upgrade your lab and get access to new upgrades. We don't want to do like power creep. Like the goal of the upgrades is not to, you know, now you're faster, now you get more XP, now your cure is stronger. That's not the idea. Is you would build, say you would build a treadmill, not a thread mill. You would build a treadmill in the lab, and now you have access to a new movement-based upgrade in the run, right? So it's like expanding your selection of upgrades. It's not just making the player stronger, period. That's the idea, anyway. So the progression is unlocking more content. It's not necessarily just making the game easier. We might end up with a mix of both. I don't know. That'll come down to play testing and if people think the progression is satisfying or not. But that's the current plan.
And yeah, we do have a Steam page for it, so if you guys like what you're seeing, please give us a little list. That means a lot.
There's a command, by the way. Just Steam.
Do I look like a professional streamer that knows what those are, sir? I'm just here to draw pictures. What's the command?
Exclamation Steam.
Of course.
To be fair, I only changed that recently, so.
You're funny.
Look at him go. They just run in there now.
That's amazing.
Huge change.
I mean, honestly, I can't wait to like make this area look awesome. But
yeah, it's not
scared.
even. It's not only the manor. It's like the
Around
entrance to the manor.
Yeah.
It needs like landscaping.
Yeah. There's so much. Good gosh. Let's do some props.
Wow.
Wow. Exactly.
But yeah, that's the game. We've been working on it for about 3 months. I think we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, we're just one day at a time.
One zone at a time. So after we finish, well, and I wouldn't say any one area is finished yet, but you know, some areas are completely devoid of anything, like this garage section. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. So we've got that area, which will be like a garage building, and it will need like a car at least.
Mm.
And then we'll have like the generator on over there. We'll have like some tires. Maybe there's like a bicycle or something as well. You know, like there's some stuff around. Then I think there will be another car, but I think it'll be like on the road, and we've debated having like a truck or something there as well.
Yeah. A little campfire.
Yeah.
Site.
There will be a campfire site, like with the little bonfire, and maybe like some like supplies, like backpack or like someone is there.
Yeah, like we need to make it seem like there were people using this space while the doc was
underground.
Yeah, locked in his lab, waiting for the apocalypse to blow over.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, survivors went through. There should be like backpacks and stuff and things. And also, we want a big part of the game to be around special zombies. At the moment, we're just seeing the basic zombies, but we want to have unique zombies with unique mechanics that you kind of need to adapt.
Yeah, what happened to
to
Linguini?
He's in there. I don't know.
He just doesn't show up anymore.
Oh,
He's
there he is.
shy.
There he is. I died. Okay. That 5-minute wave is too strong. Hey, Dis, how's it going?
Hi.
Good to see you. But yeah, that's the video game. Whew. But, you know, video games, they take a long time to make. And also, we don't work on this full time. We pretty much work on it like 3 to 4 times a week. Like in the afternoons, evenings, that type of thing. So progress is slow, but it is what it is.
That's what I mean. We do our best, right?
Yeah, we're just having fun going with it. And if we, you know, continue to be excited about the project and see it through, you know, with all these features that we have in our head, then fantastic. If not, then maybe we'll package this as a smaller game, and that's also okay. But yeah, we'll see. I'm actually sick, couldn't sleep. Oh, sorry about that, Dis. I hope you get better soon.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, Des.
Edge Maze is nice looking. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got some fog.
Yeah. Volumetrics. Wow. Whoa. Spoopy. Right, I wanted to do the shed. The shed situation.
The greenhouse?
The greenhouse, yes, sorry. That is totally what I meant. So let's close this, and this. Now, here, there's total mess of nodes. All of the nodes. So I need to separate out these blanks specifically. So let me make a node 3D, call it blanks entrance. Now I need to move these nerds into it, like so. Great, love it, thank you. Now we gotta do what we did before. So greenhouse, editable children. Then we have our planks entrance. So for this extraction, we can define the hide on enable, and we want that to be planks entrance, like so. Great. Then we want to add our markers. So pathing markers, marker 3D. We're gonna add that to be kind of like here. Then another one is gonna go in here. Now the idea is that there'll be like a stairway that goes down, right?
Yeah.
So for now, let's do that. Let's go back over here.
They'll basically disappear into the ground.
Yeah. So I'll just grab this stuff and move it over here, let's say. Can kind of see it, maybe. Yep. Then back over here, new marker, and they'll just go down into the void. Can we actually use a void, though, I wonder? I can try. So, greenhouse. I'm going to add a mesh. Call that void. We're going to add a quad mesh. We're going to give it a shader material and select our void shader. Okay. And then we're going to face it up. Do like a 3x3. Place it. Right, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because that just means that we can see what's behind it. So we would need an actual hole in the mesh, which I can't do. I can't do that. That's fine. So, okay. So for now, I won't use the shader. I'll use a standard material. Set the color to black and set it to unshaded. And we'll just roll with that for now until we figure it out. So back in here, now we have a reference for our markers. I'll place that there. Place that there. Something like that. And let's try it. Is this an escape for the turn zombies? Yeah. So when I activate this, those planks should disappear. They did. Fantastic. Beef. Sorry.
Beef.
And then we get a human. They're gonna get stuck on something, aren't they? I really need to make the change.
We really need to give them some brain cells.
Here we go. Perfect.
She went inside. Nice. It just worked. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you so much.
It's always great when a system you made just works, right? It feels so good. It really does. With that said, I did spot bugs. Some of them are running backwards. They're moonwalking their way to safety.
They maybe they're just quirky. Crash King, hello.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to tell them they can't do that, but they can't do that.
I'm nearly a provincial champion of a game. Oh, congrats.
Nice.
That's fun.
Humans need to learn parkour.
Parkour. They haven't received the parkour update yet.
Should we make it a feature, not a bug, and actually do a parkour DLC? There's Linguini. Just ran into a wall. Get wrecked. Thank you for that follow.
Thank you. Linguini. Like the really small province in Canada, so I'm only competing against. I mean, but you know, if you're the champ, you're still the champ. That's so cool.
So, what did I want to do?
I don't know.
So fixing the running backwards, but I feel like there was something else. But I forgot. We were talking about system just working.
And then you saw bugs.
Boogs. Friggin' boogs.
You saw some boogie boogs.
Whatever. Let's just fix what we know to be true. Added rescue path to greenhouse and manor. Not sure if you responded last time because an ad hit, but I learned I can rate a channel even though I'm not streaming and never have. That's interesting. Does it actually let you do it, or is it one of those things where you click it and then it's like, what do you mean you're not live? Temptic says yup, so I guess you can. Okay. Why are they running backwards?
Why are you fun?
Because There it is, Lucas Code with 1 viewer.
Let's go.
That's why you set the minimum raider amount to 2 viewers, right? I have it so that no alert plays if it's just 1 viewer, but it does let you do it. So maybe I should update that. But you know, maybe not. Like if people abuse it, then I can do it. But sometimes we get actual people that do game dev and stuff raiding in just themselves, and that's okay. Talk about raids.
Holy snaps! We were just talking about raids. A woofer. Hello.
How's it going, a woofer? It's good to have you. Hope you had a great stream. We were just discussing the topic of raids. Were you listening?
That's good.
We love our tiny raiding parties.
We
Absolutely.
do.
Absolutely. They're always welcome. But I have seen in other streams people abusing the fact that you can raid in with no viewers. And they were actually doing it multiple times. Like the same person was triggering it multiple times. It's like
That's annoying.
Premium viewers, that's right. The best quality, the best nerds.
The best nerd.
There are no nerds like it. Sorry.
You couldn't help it.
I had to do it, and I'm really sorry that I did it, and I would like to take it back.
Nope, that's on the internet forever now. Just like all the other clips.
They're your problem now. Well, thank you. There's Palgy with the raid. We'll probably try to get some more sleep. Glad to see you guys again.
Oh, I hope you feel better, Diz.
Yeah,
I hope
absolutely.
You get some rest.
Get some rest. Get some good soup.
And thank you so much for coming in and saying hello.
Absolutely. How's it going, Falgy?
Hello.
Too late. Whoops. Okay, so we need this situation. Where is it? Update direction. Update direction.
Hello.
That's what we need.
Could be a heck of a lot better, I'll tell ya. Oh, is it just a bad day today? No, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Sucks to hear that, yeah.
Especially on a Sunday, too. I hope you have better days coming, though.
Can I just do this? Perchance. Velocity not declared. Right.
How dare you don't declare your velocity.
Wait, what is that, tempting?
That's just perchance.
Oh, I know what that is. Damn it.
Dainty Wombat Squad Goals.
Yeah.
Peaceful Dainty Wombat Squad Goals.
Clip names are the best.
Oh no, Fauji. Your wife broke her leg.
Oof. Oh man, that
no,
sucks.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you guys,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna have to spend some time in the hospital, yeah, for sure. I really hope she has a smooth recovery.
Yeah. Yeah, best of luck, Fauji. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, broken bones must. Horrible.
Gooba. No, you clicked it. Why did you click it? Couple days, yep. 3 to 4 months healing time. Ugh.
It's gonna
Damn.
suck.
Damn.
Oh, man. Well, I send you guys some love.
Okay, let's see if this works. If that fixes the moonwalking. They're already smooth criminals. I don't need them to be moonwalking as well.
Yeah, it's just awful when, you know, like when not to the same level obviously, but like when you get sick, I'm like, oh no, you're sick, and I'm just worried about you the whole day. Like, you need anything? Are you okay? Yeah, I can't imagine. You must be so worried.
I think that fixed it.
That fixed it.
No more moonwalking. I know it's such a small change, but I'm really happy that's in there now. I'm really happy. Okay. Fixed. Humans moonwalking their way to safety. She's snackish. She wants a snack.
I'm gonna get a little.
I think it was your fault, Mew Snack. She read your name and off she goes. Don't fix that. Make them into Michael Jackson instead. But like, that's what I'm been saying. Like, they're already smooth criminals, so I think that's enough. Moonwalking out. Y'all have an awesome day. Thank you, Falgi, and again, best of wishes to you guys.
Yeah, take care.
The garage is going to be interesting.
It sure is. Thank you for the parting farts.
Well, we'll get to it at some point. I'm imagining like it's the garage building, the garage door is closed, you get the power back on, flip the switch, and then it like takes quite a while for it to go up, and then when it gets a certain height, it's now accessible. And maybe you could see the very edge of a car poking out of the void, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe like the front of a car and the back of a car, and you only really need to do that little bit that's poking out. You don't need to do the entire car.
Couple ways. I mean, I do want to do a whole car that we can then use for the road section or whatever. But also, we could do one where it's like got a tarp over it, so you don't really need to worry about the details of the car, just the overall shape, and like one of them just got a tarp on it, and then one of them, you can see the actual.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To have some variety.
Yeah, I like it.
If that's a garage, then where's the road? It will connect to the driveway.
Very good point. Very good point. Yeah.
We just haven't connected it yet.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bit of a. Maybe we do like a windy road. I don't know. Something that looks cool. So I'm not sure if it'll be the same material. Probably.
Yeah.
And then we also want like probably dirt or maybe a cobblestone path that goes from the mansion, from the manor and the driveway that connects to the shed, maybe. So yeah, loads of landscaping to do.
Yeah, but yeah, the road it will feed into that roundabout.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Lots. To
I
do.
think I get to do Do I get to do it?
They're going in, and the manner even worked.
They are going in, but
Is there like a middle color?
but
I say what in the butt? I'm pretty sure that's from South Park.
no comment.
Sorry.
No comment at this time. I would like that we swiftly move on.
Move on. Let's move on. Sorry. It's the soundtrack. Stop laughing so hard. Oh, Christ. Anyway.
I think I'm gonna do an animation.
Yeah.
Like a little happy jump. I'm sorry.
Relax. Thank you so much for that part.
Oh boy. Animation. Happy jump. No, Temteg. No. All these memories recorded for all eternity. Right. So at the moment we can't give them a happy face, but we will eventually. Like, we'll be able to actually modify their expression so they're no longer scared when they get rescued. Right? Doing my job here. If you make yourself clippable, I will clip. So at the moment, they're going to do a happy jump with a scared face, but that's okay. Okay, so how do we do this animation? We need the whole body to go up. We need the arms to go up. The legs. I mean, it's basically this. Whee. You do like a little hop.
Yeah.
It's essentially that. Maybe I even... steal that. Maybe I steal that. I remove this. I go run, duplicate, happy jump. And then we want... let's go up to here maybe. So we can remove all this stuff. Then we change the duration to 0.4. Whoa, whoa, stop. Stop. I'm going to select. Can I select?
I am really glad
Oh.
that you have such an easy time as a mod here, Temtech. it just really shows how wonderful community we've got.
Yeah. I do feel like we've been quite lucky in that regard. Scale selection, I'm gonna make it small. I'm gonna make it slower, so I'll multiply it by like 20%. There we go.
software and game dev community is great.
Yeah,
the other
that's
stream is
true.
IRL streaming, and I can tell you it's either foreign languages or hate. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the default on Twitch is
I think on any sort.
well, yeah. Yeah, the default is not so pleasant. What was that? So we kind of want them. I want them to jump higher. So that would be this frame somewhere in here. This position. So why is this? Why are you like
VTubing's very nice. That's good. I'm glad they're still safe places.
I'm going to move this a bit higher, keyframe that. So bigger hop. Bigger hop. Jump up. Come back down. And then here. Here, I think they should just land.
Ads are starting soon. I'm so sorry.
No.
Wasabi, thank you for the follow.
Thank you. How did I do this? So we have our leg left and our leg, or leg right, leg left. So leg left here, we want a different region. Well, there's actually not a straight leg. Guess this is the best one. We're gonna grab this slice. Oh, I forgot to key it. I'm a baboon.
Baboon.
I also wonder how I could improve this. Like, I could do code to help with this, but then it wouldn't work in the editor. I would need to learn how to make it work in the editor, which is interesting. Jump, land. Ugh, kind of strange. I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe we just stop it here, actually. So if I revert that change, we go like this, and then we stop here. So this is actually the final frame. So we remove all this stuff. Remove this stuff. We can move this to 0.4 maybe. Change this to 0.4. Hop. Happy hop. Happy hop. That's enough for now.
You got a badge. Nice.
Nice. Okay. Rescue state. Following state. Do we do a new state? We could just do a state just for that. So we could add state, call it like
You can just make a state. Oh.
rescue start state. Rescued start state. Did. Create extends human state. So in here on save, I am now mixing the terminology save and rescue, which is not great. Might want to resolve that. Let's import this. Do I need a class name? I don't know why I keep doing that, but I don't think I need it. Rescued start state. So we actually want to do that. Fine. Fine. Okay, so in here we can define a next state, which will be the rescued state. We can say that its duration is 0.4 seconds, which matches the animation. And then in here, all we need to do is on ready, we're going to I don't have access to the animation player, right? Because at this point they only had a single animation. So I'll do that, then I'll do a play animation, which will receive a string. What the heck? It will return nothing. No, we could do some fun stuff here. We could say animation player play animation, and then we return animation player dot animation finished. And this is a signal. So we return a signal. What that allows us to do is, instead of relying on this duration, what we can do is go human body, play animation. We're going to play happy jump. And we're going to await it. So we're returning the animation finished. I think this will work. And then once that's complete, we go to the next state. Let's find out. So we'll get a human, and it exploded. Out of bounds, get index 0. Why did that break now? That's interesting. That should never happen. Because we check the path, and if it's empty, we queue free. So it should never have gotten that far. That's interesting. Was that something I did? I don't know. Try again.
Camille says, I finally used an ancient artifact in RimWorld after a year or so storing it on a mechanoid cluster, and it did absolutely nothing.
I definitely have never gotten that far, so I have no idea what you're on about.
But that sure sounds disappointing.
Why is path broken? Let me do print path. Spawn human. It's getting there. What? What did I do? What? Oh. I'm just a baboon is all.
Just a baboon. What you up to then?
What am I up to? I'm adding the little jump.
Right.
So when they get rescued, they will now do a little hop. What?
Sure.
Why do they look like such a diva?
So graceful. Sure, sure.
Who's that diva? Please hold. So first of all, the hop was like the saddest little hop.
It really was.
Like,
I'm sorry.
It was so uneventful. So we're gonna add a bit more time. Then we're going to extend this somehow.
We want a micro camp. Give me a moment.
She awakes. Okay, and then we need to fix the diva pose. So on enter, Human body, play animation, run. Why is she bombastic side-eyeing the camera?
Bombastic side-eyeing.
That bed cave looks super nice for the cat. I need to get one for mine. She really likes it, yeah. I think she probably uses it more in the winter. Because I'm sure it gets warm in there. Hey!
Yeah, in the winter she sleeps there like every night.
Oh, I added it to the wrong place. Womp womp.
Womp womp. In the summer, she prefers my chair.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Google. No, keep going, keep going. No, keep going, keep going. There you go. But
It's probably weird that they fully stop. Like, they should keep some momentum. Maybe not all the momentum. Now, oh, someone got portaled while they were running to the safe zone. I need to fix that.
slide was better.
But yeah, just imagine their face changes to a smile, right?
Too relieved.
Yeah. That was also a problem. While they are doing the jump animation, they are blocking other nerds. Like they're pushing them out, looked like. Okay, I think they definitely should retain some momentum. So how would we do such a thing?
I'm just looking at the cuckoo. I have run out of creative energy.
Oh no. Okay, I'll just wrap this up.
That's okay.
How do we retain momentum? So where am I? Here. So we can modify physics process. And here we could essentially keep whatever velocity they had, we could keep it. So essentially we do this. If we do this, they will keep moving at the same speed. Okay. I mean, that's not so bad. They just do a little hop.
I think that's great. The jump could be higher still.
Yeah, probably.
Genius.
Maybe like an ever so slight slowdown. So we can do human.
What if they did a flip?
Do a flip. Like a full-on somersault.
Or like a twirl. They do a little twirl.
So we go velocity
Sorry, Maka, you did not like that.
times
Sorry.
0.7.
I'm so sorry, Google.
So we'll reduce velocity by 70%.
Hello, car. This is Maka. Maka the car.
Okay, and it should be higher even so. Okay, sure. Key position. Big yump.
Stairs into your souls.
There we go. I think we got it.
Maka does not seem amused.
Beef.
Beef.
Stop. I don't want to level up anymore.
Are you sure all those people are gonna fit in that building? I was gone for 10 minutes. What happened? Maka extreme close up. That's what happened.
We added the little jump when they get rescued. They do a little hop.
Hoppity hop. The little voices are perfect on the humans. They're very cute.
Extreme close up. You can see her pores.
Don't look at her pores.
This could be a GIF. This could be a marketing or video even, not a GIF. You need sound.
Woohoo, yay!
This sounds so satisfying, right?
Maka pose. And here I am adding death screams to my game. I mean, we will have to add in them when they get turned.
Yep.
We kind of went like, ah!
Yep.
But I don't know, we might try something else. A big yawn from the Google. Save the world, and then underneath this is a GIF.
Yep. Yep. I like it. It almost needs like a stampede sound.
Like little feet.
Yeah, like but like tons of them. I wonder how that would work. It's almost like you don't want every single survivor to have their own audio player and their own step sounds.
Pitter patters.
You kind of want a dynamic system where if there's enough of them on screen, it plays like an actual stampede, like many steps sound bite instead of individual steps. Probably. Like that would sound better, I imagine.
Maka looks like that one meme of the white cat.
Like an auto load with a number, and depending on the number, it increases the volume and intensity of the step sounds. Yeah, yeah.
What is she looking at? Oh, she's looking at me.
I think that would sound way better than doing individual sounds, which would add up, but there would be so many sounds playing. I think it would sound weird. We got another clip. Wait, which one's this? Maka close up. Just chilling.
Just chilling.
And all the yippies. Close up and the sounds. The combo. This could be a GIF. This could be a marketing or video even. Alright. That's looking pretty good.
I think we did good today.
We got this area looking kind of cute. It needs the logs and all the little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
But it's looking pretty cute.
I can draw some dirt for you.
Dirt.
You want to do some dirt, gals?
Ah! There's green nerds!
Are they going in the shed? No, they're contaminating! No, our safe house!
Look at them getting all stuck up there.
Oh, Tantini, good luck with that. They can't see.
They don't have enough brain cells. Oh no, the FPS.
We're gonna take a shower. No worries.
The FPS.
Where did all these people spawn from?
They heard there was a safe zone. The news have spread.
This would scare me. I would be running from them.
Like they are the horde.
The dog's like, leave me alone.
They all want an autograph. Beef. The FPS.
Was there even a zombie invasion, or was it just some prank and now everyone is running?
Wait, brace your ears. Brace your ears. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be really loud.
Holy heck!
Look at that slideshow.
The masses are pouring into that greenhouse.
There's more green zombies.
I think some infected are getting in there.
All right. I think that's looking pretty good.
I think so.
Delta is never used.
The person who was the manor is probably confused by the entire population of a small town has invaded the front lawn. It's all good. The doc knows.
Yeah. The You the player are the owner of the manor.
Oh, hi, kitty cat.
It's all a ploy though. You're letting them in so that they help you with maintaining the lab. It's a give and take. It'd be cool if after it's done, you can see all the humans stuffed inside to the brim. Yeah. Just leave them in there, piling up. The idea, or it would be cool if we could make it so that over time, as you save people and you upgrade the lab and the manor, that inside of the manor kind of becomes a little community of its own, right?
Yeah.
So like you build the alchemy, not alchemy.
Alchemy?
Not alchemy.
That's a different kind of game.
What am I thinking? The chemistry station. And then some of the people that you saved would be like manning it and messing around with it. You could see them in your lab. You probably wouldn't see thousands of them, but some of them would be cool. Or like there'll be a couple sitting on a little bench just chatting. But then the next time you go back to the lab, maybe they're not there. I think that could be interesting. You know, as just a visual flavor type of thing. All right. With that change, I'm going to commit it. Add little happy jump when survivors get rescued. And finally, we can do this.
Look at this junk.
Bam!
Woo!
Done. Very nice. That's cute. Kind of like how the cookies chill in your kingdom in Cookie Run Kingdom, and you can assign them to certain factories and tasks. Yeah. It would probably be just mostly visual, so they would just do their own thing. But it would kind of represent that you are saving people and they're like hanging around in the manor and in the lab. So it would show like a progression over time type of deal. The violencia.
He's in my desk. Look at her eyes. Just murdering them.
He wants to fight. All right. Tasks done. We got 3D model textured. We got the rescue animation working. Good day, good weekend.
Good weekend.
Good progress.
Oh, my Google, my arm.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
I mean, I deserve that.
And now it's about time for us to
raid off.
To raid off and go have some dins.
Yeah.
Where shall we go today? Is the question.
iHeart is on. Wallaber's on.
Jotson is on.
See.
I would love a Jotson raid. They just started. I kind of want to check out their new project or prototype. I'm not sure what they're working on.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. If you didn't know, Jotson is the creator of Ridiculous Coding plugin for Godot, which I use on every single project. So
that's great. And are we gonna talk about our schedule, our stream schedule?
Oh yeah. So we're going to change our schedule a little bit going forward. We decided that we we need a full day to just relax. So for the foreseeable future, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll
try
give
out.
it a trial.
We're no longer going to be streaming on Sundays, but we will be streaming on Friday evenings.
Yeah.
So the time that we currently stream on Tuesdays, we're going to do that on Fridays as well. So streams will be Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
So we will still be here 3 times a week. We are just going to have a little bit of a shuffle.
Yeah. We just kind of want to see how it goes, where we still have one day of the week where we can just do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the end of the stream, Lumo. I am sorry. We will be back on Tuesday, though.
Couple days, we'll be back.
Join. No.
Sorry, Liamo.
You will be missed. Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, so let's get this Jotson raid going.
We did do some good stuff today, and you can look forward to some banana hats.
Oh yeah, banana
Soon.
hats next stream, maybe.
Coming soon.
Maybe.
Makes sense. Your whole weekend is on game dev. Hope the new schedule works. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't want to leave you guys with one less stream, so we just thought, why not just switch up the days? So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's the plan. And as always, thank you so much, nerds, for hanging out with us and keeping us company and chatting and helping us tons with the game dev stuff as well. Really do appreciate it.
Let's go! Goob says thanks for the stream, nerds. Got some quality co-working.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Good to have you, Goob. All right, nerds. We'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Charity events, and they'll raise money for something, and you get to kiss a stranger, and you're also doing a good deed. But I don't think people do kissing booths anymore, really, because it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross, maybe. But I think that's in a game setting that makes more sense. Hey, nerdy nerds, how you guys doing?